corrected tons are determined by the tons as is coming in multiplied by the actual dry matter percentage of the feed. Then it is divided by the adjustment factor. Let's work through an example, right? So you have field number 1, okay? 2,500 tons was what was actually weighed across the scale, right? This is tons. This would be like your scale weight or your wet tons. Let's say it was running at 37% dry matter. Let's say our contract specs were on, let's say the adjustment factor, 35%. So you're gonna take 2,500 multiplied by 37%, okay? And then this number equals 925. Then we take 925 and divide it by 35%, and that equals 2642.88. We set our contract up to be at 35% dry matter. That way it's fair for both sides. Because ultimately at the end of the day, we want to pay for dry matter in the field. We don't want to pay for water. So this is a way to protect us and the farmer because it works both ways. Okay, so that's one example. Then we have, this could be another example. We harvested this field. We brought in 2,500 tons as is. So that was what was weighed across the scale before we did any adjusting, okay? And that came in at 32% dry matter. So then our adjustment factor, we adjusted to 35% dry matter as like, that's our contract spec. So then we're gonna take scale weight tons, or the tons brought in, we're gonna multiply it by the actual dry matter percentage, and we get 800 dry matter tons. So there was 800 tons of dry matter that was actually pulled off of that field. And so we set our contracts up based on a 35% dry matter. There's 800 dry matter tons, and we divide it by 0.35 or 35%. This would be the tons of silage at 35% dry matter. So then we pay based off of this. This would be what we paid off of. See the difference there? We both had the same scale weights, but this feed was way drier. So then the farmer actually saw more tons than what was weighed across the scale. Versus this feed was way wetter. So then we are gonna pay less than what was brought across the scale because we're buying more water if the dry matter percentage is lower.